Okay guys, it's been a long time since my last video. I'm back in the UK, back in Wales. The weather hasn't been very good, so I haven't been out as much. So today I'm going to do a little video where I'm going to walk through to a secluded beach, through a nature reserve, and for anybody who knows the area, it's called Penrhos Nature Reserve. It's probably been 20 years since I've been here for a walk. You can say it's only 15 minutes from my house. It's a bit of a disgrace. It is a nice walk. People have to come here, walk their dogs. It is probably a 2-3 mile round trek. So I'm going to walk that now, show you a few bits here. I'm also going to answer some questions that I've had on Facebook about Puerto Vallarta and about being back. So I'll go through them as and when. I did write them down, but like most things, I forgot them. It's still on the table in the house, but I remember most of the questions anyway. Most of them I have answered. I do answer the questions, but for anyone that missed them, I will do this little video talking about some of the videos. So like I say, I'm in this area. It's called Penrhos Nature Reserve, for people who want to come here. I am filming it on a new camera. So what's happened, I sold my GoPro while I was in PV in Temper. I was sitting in Margarita Grill. It overheated again. It was always overheating. I was sitting there and I think, I've had enough of this camera. And if you've seen the video, you probably know, but for people who haven't seen the video, so I put up a marketplace, sat there, put up a marketplace, and within about 15-20 minutes it was sold. Somebody came and picked it up and it was gone. Next year, when the beers and margaritas were worn off, I was like, oh God, what have I done? But it was causing me problems. So I did a few last videos in Puerto Vallarta with my phone, which were okay. But I've got this new video camera now. It's been sent to me. It's a DJI Osmo Action 4. So I did say on previous videos that when I get back to the UK or before my next trip, I will buy a new camera, and I was looking at the DJI. Somebody somewhere seen it, so I had an email. They sent me an email. It was in my inbox for a long time. I don't really check emails. I get so many. Unless it's something of interest to me, I don't check it. But I was clearing them out and I thought, I'll check this email out, and it was offering me a DJI for my address, and they would send me a camera, which they have done. I've had it for a couple of weeks, and it's my first time trying it out now because the weather's been poor. So it's a lot smaller than the GoPro. So it came in a box. It's called the Action Osmo 4. It's got a selfie stick with it. It's got 3 batteries came with it, a case for the batteries to charge, a case for an SD card, a protective cover. I will show on screen what each one is, but the first thing I've noticed is there's no 5K, which with a GoPro there was, but I never used it because when it came to editing on the software, it was always too slow to edit. So I always did everything in 4K, so I'm not going to miss that. Also, low light levels are better on this. Apparently it doesn't overheat, the battery lasts longer, but over the next month or two I will be using it, checking it out, and I will let you know if I prefer it. It's free, so I can't grumble about that. So that's the one I'll be using now to do my vlogs on. Okay, we're coming down now to the secret beach. The tide is partially in, it's not fully in, maybe it's starting to go back out again. But have a quick look at this. It's not many tourists know about it. It's usually used by the locals here, and they keep it as a secret.
I'm gonna have to try and By the time we walk home, it's going to be after 5 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to get the kids and mopping up because Miles' tea time is so.
So as you can see, there's not many people using it. It is very quiet.
Aston, this way.
I'm going.
Yeah, we're going to start heading off now.
Oh no, no, please.
So the best thing about this beach is that
I'll just carry
it's always very calm. And you can walk out quite far, as you can see there. It's not even coming up to the waist. It's a great beach to bring the kids, have a barbecue, have a picnic. There's no facilities here, there's no toilets, nothing like that. But it's well worth looking for and finding. Very calm. If you're into canoeing or kayaking, this is an ideal beach. There is somebody out there doing it now, I think. And then once you stand up, I don't know what they're called, forgotten. It is a bit stony on the shoreline. Okay, let's go back to the questions. Another one I get asked quite a lot, and it's quite cute really that you guys are interested, is how's it going with Emma? Also, what's you like dating in Mexico? The Mexican. Okay, first one, yes, still with Emma, still going strong. We speak regularly. Well, we speak every day. She did tell me on my last day there, she said, I will write to you every day. And fair play, it's been over 2 months now. She has done 2 or 3 times a day. She will write to me and message and we'll speak. So it's everything's going great. It's probably going stronger now than it was when I was there. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, maybe, I don't know. But she's an amazing woman. She was hard work to get. I remember I first met her in January back in Anglesey, and up to then, you know, she works there. I'd never ever noticed her, never saw her, even though she was regularly there working. But 2nd or the 3rd of January, I saw her for the first time and properly, and whoa, she captured me straight away. And it didn't go too good the first couple of days. She was friendly enough, but she had her ideas about me, what others were saying, which was completely wrong. And we didn't really meet again for 5 or 6 weeks. I kept away from there. But I did send her a message, Valentine's Day, and it was a good response. So I went to see her, and it just slowly started then. I have been out with 5 or 6 Mexicans, local Mexicans from Puerto Vallarta. They were all nice girls, but for one reason or another, it wasn't right for me. And I didn't want to commit. The longest relationship I had there was just short of 3 weeks, but she was way too young. And she started getting serious. We started going out, she started getting serious, and I just was not fair for her. She didn't seem to mind the age gap, but I knew long term it won't work, so I walked away from it. On my last trip there, my last 7 months trip. I never saw her at all. Before then, after we finished, I saw her a few times. We're still friends, we still speak. She'll message me every now and then, ask how I'm doing, fair play to her. But way too young. But then I've had others who were nice girls, but more interested in money. And if you go there to Mexico, you'll have to watch out for that. You might be lucky and find somebody, but you'll soon spot the ones that want money, and it's just get rid straight away. Don't waste your time, just get rid. So it's but I was lucky with Emma. Never asked me for anything. It's been really good, and going forward, she is the one for me now. She's an amazing woman, really good. There's a language barrier there. She doesn't speak much English, and I don't speak much Spanish. We get by, but everything is going good. Languages are quite easy to learn. I am learning it as I go. Yes, some of you guys, have met her. She just sends me a message saying, "Oh, somebody from YouTube has been in to say hello," which she appreciates as well. So, thanks for that, guys. But yeah, I will probably be going back October come November. I have got in my head to go to Thailand. The issue I have with Puerto Vallarta, there's no direct flights no more. 2, we have stopped them for now, but I think they'll be switched back on. So it's gone quite expensive. I used to pay roughly £230 to £250 one way, and I always used to upgrade to premium class, which was still, was maybe £120, £130 more. It was still cheap. But I was looking at August, which is coming up, and it's £1,200 one way, 2,500 return. I'm not paying that. But in October they start coming down again. They come down to around £400 one way, so I'll be looking at that. But I've also been looking and talking with a friend about Thailand. It's just going there without Emma knowing, because I promised I'd go to Puerto Vallarta in October. But I've checked Thailand out. Phuket, it's £800 round trip with £237 average for Airbnb for a month for 30 days. So it's cheap there. I've been to Thailand before, so I know the prices. I know it's the food and the beers and everything. It's very cheap. So it's just making that decision what I'm going to do. One of the questions was asked, am I going to go to other places which maybe they meant in Mexico? I don't know. I have travelled around a bit there, but I have, before coming to PV, which is 2 years ago now, I have done a lot of travelling, but never documented it. Never really got into it. It was my kids who said about doing this, not putting on YouTube and etc., so they could see the videos. So that's what I did. But Thailand does appeal to me again. It is something I need to make a decision about. Okay, in this nation there is a lot of wildlife here, but probably won't see much today because there's so many people around walking the dogs. But there's badgers here, squirrels here, red squirrels, they live here, foxes, plenty of bird life. It's all very peaceful and quiet at the moment. There's nothing, I can't see anything at all. But we'll take a walk through towards the other end. There is a pet cemetery further on, if I remember. Then we'll come on to another, well, I won't say it's a beach, it's the beginning of the island I live on. For people that do not know me, have seen the videos, you will know I live on an island in Wales. It's not way out in the sea. There is a causeway which you can cross by car or by rail to it. It is separated from the mainland, and we are surrounded here with beaches, of course, and that one was just one of them. Okay, question time. One of the main questions is the difference between Cancun and Puerto Vallarta. Okay, Cancun, I first went there 30 years ago. Great, fantastic, really friendly people, loved the food. And anybody who knows me and I spoke to me, I always used to tell them, if they wanted advice to go on holiday, I'd say Mexico. Go to Cancun, all inclusive. I've been since quite a few times, and the last couple of times and the last time I have not liked it. I was there last October for 4 weeks. Well, in the Yucatan area, I did not like Cancun at all. It's overpriced, and I didn't find the people there friendly. The first time I went there, it was all inclusive. And every time I've been there, I went all inclusive, and so I didn't really see the outside there at all. But the last time I went in October, I went Airbnb. I stayed in downtown Cancun, which was a good decision. The prices there were a lot better, but I still didn't find the people friendly. But the hotel zone, nah. Unless you're going all inclusive, just stay in your hotel. We were paying. I met a friend there who was touring the area from Holyhead here. We went out for a few beers, and kronas were 90 pesos, 99 pesos some places, which is about $5 in my money, for 55. And you got your tip on top, so it was more expensive than being here. In Puerto Vallarta, the beers, average price is 40 pesos or 50 pesos, 50 pesos. If you go to Margarita Grill, it's 65. But at most places I can get them for 40 pesos, which is £2, less than £2. So it's better. The food's cheaper there. Plus Puerto Vallarta, the people a lot friendlier. I met some great people there. Got some good friends. Mexicans, Americans, Canadians, people I've met when out there. It's been really great. So if I had to make a choice, if somebody asked me on the spot, Puerto Vallarta or Cancun, Puerto Vallarta every time. But stay Airbnb. I can't really comment on all inclusive that I haven't stayed, but you're missing out on the amazing restaurants, the amazing food, and the amazing people that live there if you don't go Airbnb. So that's the first question. The other one, how do I like being back? Hate it. Absolutely hate it. It's I am struggling. I can't wait to get back out here, and hopefully within the next 12 months I will be out permanently once I've sold my house. But yeah, when I first arrived I found it's very cold here. It took me a long time to warm up. I was in 28, 30, 32 degrees heat for 7 months. I came here and it was 11 and 10 degrees. At night I couldn't sleep because it was too cold. But yeah, I just count my days now to get away from here. Prices have gone through the roof here. Even in the 7 months I've been away, prices have shot up in shopping and things like that. So yeah. Another question they asked is, when I'm there, what do I use to get around? I use a bus. I use the bus, 10 pesos. I have done a video out there on YouTube to how to use the buses. So they're easy to use once you know how. Nothing to be frightened of. So cheap. Travel anywhere within the area for 10 pesos. At night when I come home, I use Ubers. If I'm out on the beers, I use Ubers, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I don't use taxis. The only time I ever use a taxi is when I go to La Coma, because when I come out of the shop in there, they're there lined up. So I get a taxi. I know how much they cost, 70 pesos. But at night, I don't, because most times I'm a bit worse for wear. Had a few beers, and I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. And then it'll be the gringo's a little bit drunk, let's add another 100, 200 pesos to his bill. It hasn't happened to me because I don't use them, but I know it has happened to others. where they've had a taxi and they've told me the price would be like 300 pesos. I think you're off your heads. So at least with an Uber, you know the price, you know the car, you know the number plate, and you know the driver. You know what time he's picking you up. Map there, map back. So there's no rip-off. I feel safer and better with an Uber. So that's the answer to that one. The only one, a random question I get asked is, I'm going in for 2 weeks, how much money should I take? I can't answer that. Each to their own. I go out most nights, day and night, so I do go through quite a lot. It's still, if I go to Captain Don's, I might spend maybe 200 pesos, which is a tenner for all afternoon. Sometimes it's a bit more. In the evenings, when I go out, I very rarely spend. I drink a lot more than 20 quid. Most times it's between 10 and 15 pound. Depends if I buy somebody a drink. Food, tacos, I'll get tacos. The place I go to, I'll get al pastor, 25 pesos. So I'll get 4 of them, 3 maybe 4 of them. It cost me 3 quid. So it is. The screen's locking, so yeah, it is still cheap to go out there. People say the prices have gone up, and they have. But once you know the area, you know where to go for a beer, you know where to go for a food. I don't bother with the what's it called, high-end restaurants. I don't bother with them at all. I'm not interested in it. I prefer street food, on the tackle stands, local families owning them. Okay, let's carry on through walking through here now. I will keep on answering questions, and just so it's something to talk about. It's a nice little picnic area here. Come here, sit down, family have a picnic. You got the beach here. This is not more of a beach really. Nobody really uses this one. I remember when I was coming here as a kid, there used to be an owl sanctuary up here ahead. I don't think it's there anymore. And then there's a pet cemetery, if I remember rightly. A couple of ponds, which we'll come to soon. It's a nice little walk. Right, what else did I ask? Oh, yeah, back onto cash. There's plenty of ATMs there, cash points. I would not advise to use the hole in the walls, they're too expensive. The best ones are the ones attached to, a bank. I use Santander. There's 2 that I know about. There's one in Cinco de Diciembre, and there's one just off the Malacon by the Devil's Bar. Plus, by the police station there, I think it is, or by the square there is a hole in the wall, Santander cash points. I've never used that. I always use the 2 banks. In Mexico, you do have to pay to use cash points. They vary in prices. The cheapest I have found are the Santanders, which is around 34 pesos. Some you can go as high as 70 pesos just to use the cash points. And when you do use them, and I have done a video about it, decline the conversion and let your bank back home do the conversion for you. It'll work out cheaper in the long run, and for me, if I'm there 6-7 months, it saves me a fortune. So that's a tip. Decline the conversion, let your bank sort it out. The one thing good about this camera, so I've read in the reviews, is the low light settings are supposed to be better than the GoPro. So some of that I can test out today when I get back, have a look at the footage. Everything looks okay, so at the moment I have put my own manual settings into it, what I prefer the footage to look like, but it's all trial and error at the moment. The only thing I can't see either is wind reduction. With the GoPro, at least I had a cover for the mic to cut out the wind noise. I'm not sure there's anything for this at the moment, so I'm going to keep off the beach there, because I know it's quite breezy, but there'll be quite a lot of wind noise on it. Okay, for those who've seen my video before, I've spoken a little about myself. I do live on an island. It's not way out in the sea island. It's there's two islands actually. There's Holyhead, town Holyhead, which connects to another island which is Anglesey, and then that connects to the mainland, which is Wales. So across there, through the trees, is the causeway that connects Anglesey and Holyhead. You can access the island by car or train. You can get boats if you want, but car or train, so that, you know, it's not way out in the ocean somewhere. So we'll carry on walking through here. Okay, let's see what the light levels are like. Right, we're coming up now to the pet cemetery. I remember this from when I was younger. People use this area to walk their dogs, and when they die, they bring them and bury them here and put a plaque up, or just put a plaque up actually. And here it is here. Most of them in the 80s, 1980s. Buggy, Celt, Candy, Champ, Simon, Purdy, Blackie, Pip, Judy, Sasha. So they're all dogs. One of them 2021, aged 18, Sunny, Ruby, Cross the Bridge 2021. There's a few more here. These ones are a lot older, and it's a little bit overgrown there now. The statue of an owl. Okay, behind me here is a memorial stone of someone local that died in the Falklands War. So the residents of Maesylyscol, which is where I used to live in Morwellon, I've got together and made this for David Richard Williams, Welsh Guards, who died aged 20, 8th of June 1982, who used to be a warden here at the reserve. So there's a nice little touch there for a local guy. He's probably my age or around my age as well, so not that I'm 20, but you know, when he died, so I probably would know him. And like I used to live in that area, not 1980, I didn't move there to probably 1990, 1991. But nice little touch here as well. A bench is put up, there are more here somewhere with plaques on the people that have died, probably used the area regularly here. You know, it is a popular place here with the locals. They do come here, so they set up a little plaque for themselves. Well, their family set up little plaques to remember them. (1917 to 2003). So there's a few seats like this dotted around. Little memorials for local people, probably of their favourite areas. It's a nice area here for a picnic. So if you're visiting Holyhead, come here to the Penrose Nature Reserve on a sunny day. You will not like it on a windy day at all, but on a sunny day, find the secluded beach back there. Spend half a day walking around here exploring, see what wildlife you can see, and spend half a day on the beach, which is what people are doing. I think there's about 25 Japanese tourists just gone past. They're probably making their way to their secluded beach. Right, we're coming up to the ponds now, if I remember, over here. Okay, the duck pond's still here, that's the smallest one. There's another one over here which is a bigger duck pond. We'll make our way to that. Okay, that's the biggest of the ponds. Plenty of ducks there. Should have brought some bread. So if you're coming here and you're thinking of visiting Penrose Nature Reserve, bring some bread for the ducks. Preferably wholemeal or grain, none of that white rubbish. Right then, what else is there? Anything else? I've got quite a few questions. Oh yeah, will I stay in the same place? Yes, I stay in a place called Agua Azul. So when I first went to Puerto Vallarta, that's where I stayed, and that's where I've stayed going forward. The family I stay with, really great. They look after me. You know, I do call them my Mexican family. Get on great with them. I have had friends, 3, maybe 4 people I know in PV who said, you know, they have a friend who rents out Airbnb. Would I be interested to stay with them for 6 months? I've said no to them all. You know, so there's some good deals there. There's some there I was like, whoa, stupid money. You could buy a mansion, rent a mansion here for the amount of money they're asking, just for a single room. So, but out of loyalty to the ones I know, I've stuck with them, and that's where I go until I buy. I'll do something more permanent there. I will be staying in the same place with the same Airbnb and same family. I do like the area. I know the area now. I know the shops. I know the people in the shops. They know me. We do have a bit of fun, a bit of banter. 99% of them living there are very friendly. You will get the odd one who is outsider, gringo, but that's very rare. Just don't bother with them, don't acknowledge them, but most of them very friendly. So yeah, I would stay in the same area, and then it's only 10 minutes from town by bus. The bus stops actually outside my apartment, right outside, so I can see it coming, run downstairs in a minute, and it's 10 pesos, take me to town, 10 minutes. At the end of the night I don't get a bus because I fall asleep in them. Many times I've fallen asleep, I ended up miles away. At least when I get an Uber, I will end up at my front door. So yeah, that's my transportation. Buses and Ubers. Taxis, sorry, no, not for me. There's so many paths here, I don't know which one to take. Okay, I think I'll wrap up this video now, get home. My legs are hurting. I still have guacamole. I still have guacamole every day. So I know I've got some couple of avocados there. So I'm going to get back, make myself some guacamole, and have a look at the footage of this to see how it's come out, because it's all in the testing stage at the moment. And then I've had a quick look at them. This seems okay. So yeah, so that's it. Until next time, catch you guys again.